Hi, Capricorn. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love singles reading. Today, we're going to ask Spirit for what's next in love, new boyfriend, new girlfriend, partner, future spouse, for confirmation on a relationship you may be in. I have some initials and numbers for you. I also have some charms. I have lots of evidence cards, and I have love messages also. So let's see what Spirit has for you. The first thing that we're going to do, first of all, welcome back to all my Capricorns. Welcome to anybody new. I'm so grateful that you found me. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab a handful of the letters and the numbers. We're going to just put these on the table, just get these going so that you can see them. They could be initials of somebody coming into your future. They could be somebody in your life now. If they don't connect to you, don't worry about it. We have lots of charms and lots of clues today, in addition to these. So I have the number 2, could be 2 weeks, 2nd of the month, something like that, February. I have the letter H. I have the number 3. I feel like I want to do this, 23 or even 32. Okay, so they could be an age, they could be something like that. I have the letter W, the letter U. I have an O. I have the letter J. Okay, and do I have a Joe? I don't know. I feel like I have a Joe. Okay, I have the letter K. I have the letter A. I have an E. I have a Y. I have a second letter U. So we'll put these guys together. Okay. I have a second O. Second O. Get those all lined up. I have another 3. So it could be 33, 33, 32, or even 333. So keep your eyes open for 333. It may be a sign that somebody is coming into your life because you keep seeing 333 everywhere you go. I have an R. I have an M. And I have an S. All right, so those are great. Those are great clues. So let's get started. Spirit, I'm here with my Capricorns. Could you please share with me any messages of guidance that you have for them today? I am listening for you now. Let's see what Spirit wants for you. I have released the number 28. I release that which does not serve my higher purpose with gratitude and love. Absolutely. You know, like, what does my future self want for me? What is best for me? What is my path? Whatever isn't in alignment with you. Sometimes we just have to walk away from, we have to let it go. Let's get a couple more of these. I balance the number 29. I understand and embrace the opposing forces in life that bring about balance. So maybe I've gone back and forth with one individual over the years, or maybe right now I am just completely focusing on, you know, having balance in my life, whether it's work, love, taking care of myself. Like maybe Spirit's saying that's your priority, you know, while we're waiting. And then I have an earth element. I gratefully accept the abundance the earth bestows on me. Abundance of love, the material world, abundance of my needs are being met, infinite money flowing into me, you know, whatever it is that you're manifesting. You can see that she's got in each of her hands, first of all, she's, you know, the earth element is all around her, the roots of the tree, these seedlings growing out of her hands, you know, like just connected. You know, maybe the balance is also the sense of I need to be more connected, you know, so I go for walks, or I connect to nature, or I'm just very much aware of how the universe works, you know, like this cycle of the universe. So maybe Spirit's just reminding you to focus on some of those things while we are manifesting the love that we want. Spirit, what do you have for us? What is coming in this connection? What do you want us to be thinking about? New love. A new love or a recommitment to love is developing. Okay, so a new love. I do feel like it's a new love. I do. Strictly sexual. This connection is passionate but not enduring. We want to avoid that. Okay, that takes, it's interesting because it came in with your balance card. Certainly, relationships that are just sexual or casual, they are not grounding. They are not fulfilling in any way. So maybe spirits is saying, you know what? Just try to avoid anything that isn't going to be something that is enduring, because it's not worth it. You don't realize how much like of a toll it takes on your soul. It takes, yeah, look at the self-care. Clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. Okay, like what's in it for you? Somebody may be trying to seduce you, and you're saying great, wonderful, thinking that it's going to turn into something more, but their intentions really are, I just want something casual, I'm not looking for a relationship right now. Focus on yourself. Like, what's in it for you? There's nothing in it for you. Okay, there's a lot in it for them. Just focus on yourself and wait for the person who wants a long-term connection. Acceptance. Everything happens for a reason. We have to work on divine timing. We have to work on trusting the universe, all of those things. An addiction is affecting this relationship. There may be somebody in your past that just keeps kind of coming back, whether they feel like they're codependent on you, or whether you've created a relationship where they can come and go. And I don't know, part of me feels like I have to accept that spirit has something bigger for me. I guess I want you to do that. If you have somebody in your life like that, someone just keeps coming back into your life. You have a hard time saying no to this person. You've been trying to move on. You're trying to love yourself more. You're trying to attract a new love. Sometimes we just have to make some very difficult decisions. Okay. And if you haven't ended those types of relationships, maybe spirit saying, is this working for you? Because maybe spirit saying, I have somebody new for you. And we have to sometimes cut the ties. Literally, I literally just saw a big, pair of scissors and cut the string. So we've got to do that sometimes. Sometimes we've got to really let go. 9 of Swords. I have a 7 of Pentacles. And I have a Queen of Pentacles. So the fear comes in. Sometimes we hold on to relationships that we don't want to be in because it's better than not having anyone, right? Or we held on to them. If it's already passed, we held on them for too long because it was convenient or it was just easier. Okay. You're not going to be alone. This fear of I'm going to be alone, or am I ever going to meet the right person? Or I've been waiting a long time. Keep doing what you're doing, because the seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles is a sense of you're secure within yourself. Okay. You're growing, you're learning, you're doing the seeds that you planted years ago for your self-esteem, your self-confidence are coming to fruition today. Ooh, my hands just tingled. So this is an area of your life you've been working on. It feels like I have been doing all the work. I've been manifesting. I've been healing. I have been on my spiritual path, and I still have this sense of when am I going to meet the right person? You're a queen. You're going to attract a king. You are going to meet the person that is meant to be. You don't have to settle. You don't have to be with somebody just for the sake of being with somebody. Nobody needs that, right? So you're a queen. Your head is held high. Your standards are high too with the Hierophant. Now this is coming into me as a your morals and your values and your traditions, right? But it came into me more along the lines of you, for those of you that have been dreaming about, I'd love to get married. I'd love to be a bride. I'd love to be a church wedding. I'd love to have that traditional life. And that I'm almost afraid I'm missing the window of opportunity. No, okay, it just hasn't come yet. All right, it doesn't mean it's not happening, it just hasn't come yet. All right, so that's when we have to fall back on this belief that spirit has someone that's perfect for you. Okay, and it's just a matter of time, they just said. So let down your guard. Okay, here's the Eight of Swords. You're not trapped. You're not being held hostage. There's nothing in your life that's holding you back from attracting the love that you want or being in the types of relationships that are healthy and loving and kind and exactly what you need. Okay, there's nothing holding you back. There's no, you're not stuck, you're not blocked, okay? You're exactly where you're supposed to be at this moment in time. You're secure as that queen, you're growing, you're learning, you're doing. And bottom of the deck, thank you, Spirit, the High Priestess. You know that you deserve more, right? You know that you deserve more. You know that if you keep doing the work, if you keep showing up for life, if you keep asking Spirit for help, that you will receive everything that it is that you're hoping and dreaming of, right? So your head is on it. Your head is in a good place. You know what you want. How gorgeous. Let's see, Spirit, what do you have for us? What is this new love that's coming? Maybe we have to cut strings with somebody else. Maybe we have to stop letting energy into our life that isn't going to go anywhere. Somebody who's wasting our time, something like that. A knight in shining armor. Look at this. An offer, a new life. Okay. Inspiration, opportunity, a passionate love, sweeping you off your feet. What you've always hoped for. Okay. So your knight in shining armor. I mean, how cute. It's a dream come true. It's everybody's fantasy. Like, I want to fall in love just like a fairy tale, right? And I know people are going to comment, say that's not the real world, Kathy, but you know what? I believe in fairy tales. I believe in wishes do come true. I believe Spirit wants you to be happy. And if you want be a beautiful bride walking down a church aisle someday, then Spirit will help you to have that. Spirit wants that for you also. So whatever it is that you're dreaming and wishing and hoping. I have somebody that's kind of shy, okay? Somebody that's a little bit quiet, maybe more reserved, maybe more introverted, maybe coming into your life, okay? Maybe they're holding back, but maybe they're the most romantic person that you've ever been with. Maybe they're not publicly, the center of attention. Not everybody wants to be the center of attention, nor are they. I have a workaholic. Maybe they're very, very good at what they do. Okay. Maybe they are throwing themselves into work right now because they don't have somebody in their life, so that usually what happens. Like, they are single, they don't have anybody. So what do? You become really good at your job, workaholic, of course, can have its negatives also. Like, they won't put enough attention into you, or they wouldn't be there for you. But I'm going to look at the positive of a workaholic, that they create success, that they're willing to get up and go to work every day, that they're hardworking, Spirit just said. So I don't know if it's a problem as much as Spirit's is trying to let you know that you've got somebody who work is very important to them, and maybe work is very important to you as well. So that is important. One more, they're saying a happy soul. Okay. They're happy. Okay. They are passionate about what they want to do. They love their work. They work. They're creating abundance for themselves. They feel lucky. They feel positive. They have a great sense of humor. They're lighthearted. And they just feel this sense of prosperity everywhere they go. So their overall energy is very heightened, isn't it? It's very, I don't know, full of life, like I'm optimistic. This is somebody who, this kind of feeling to me is not somebody who's going to settle. Okay. They're going to wait for the right one because they don't want to waste their time. They've got a whole life going on outside of, they're not sleeping around, Spirit just said. Like they're not sleeping around. So this is not somebody who's just going to be a casual thing. They're probably too shy, like they probably are not, I don't know. They're certainly not a serial dater. They're probably waiting to meet the right person, spend some quality time with that person, get to know that person, and build a real relationship with somebody. So I'll take it. Communication. Maybe they're really good at one-on-one. Okay. Like they might not be, like I said, they might not be the center of attention at a party, but one-on-one, they're funny, they text, they are very attentive. You become their world because they're going to fall in love with you. So you become a very important part of their day, their life, so they're probably a really good communicator. They're probably very attentive to what your day is like, what you're doing. They don't want to miss anything, Spirit just said. This could turn into a very serious relationship, a marriage, a partnership, a committed relationship. Beauty queen, they adore you. I'm in agreement with that. They put you on a stage. They adore you. They can't wait to hear from you. They're excited to be with you. So this is somebody who's probably going to give you a lot of attention, and you deserve it. I mean, who doesn't want attention, right? So this is somebody who's going to be a great communicator, and they just said they're not playing games. They're not interested in head games. Like it's just not their personality. So this is going to be something very real. This is going to be a commitment, no doubt in my mind. Somebody that, for those of you that want to have, that church wedding, this is it. Let's see. I've got a Cancer. They could be a Cancer. They're nurturing, comforting, protective energy with that Cancer energy. They could be also a Capricorn, ambitious, realism. So maybe you're both Capricorns, or maybe one of you is on the cusp and, something like that, or a cross sign. But I don't know. Sometimes same signs fall in love. I have a Leo, self-confidence, creative. Okay. So maybe within their own world, maybe they are a leader within their own area of expertise, or they're very good at their work. Leos, of course, have a tendency to be more outgoing, but maybe that part of them would be their passion comes forward, or they're passionate about their work, or they're kind of fearless. Like they'll tackle anything. They're courageous. If somebody says, "Can you do this?" they say yes. They kind of jump right in. So, so maybe something like that jumps out as far as the sign energy. Let's see, when are they coming for my Capricorn? When are they coming? It's time. I always see this card as any day now. Any day now. Any day now. We're just going to keep manifesting, trusting. Spirit has the perfect person for you. I have the number 29. Okay. I have the number 9. I have the number 5. I have the fall being important. Maybe we meet, by the fall, maybe we're really in love with each other. Also the sense of like a trip in the fall, to go see the foliage, to go see like leaf peeping, pumpkin picking, apple picking. I don't know, something fun. I have the number 12. I have the number 10. And let's get one more of these. And it's a surprise. I'll take that. you know, Spirit, it is a surprise when we meet somebody, right? You never know. I mean, divine timing in it of itself is a surprise, right? So this person may come into your life when you least expect it, when you weren't looking for it, when you finally let down your guard and said, you know what, I'm just going to stop worrying about when they're coming, and I'm going to start just living my life and whatever Spirit has for me. Let's get a scoop of charms. Let's see what we have. So whatever Spirit has for me, I'm going to, you know, just allow this energy to come into me. I have all dressed up. So I have kind of dates that I'm going on. And I have like, yeah, fancy pocketbooks, getting dressed up. Maybe we go to an event together, like a wedding or something formal that we have to get dressed up for. We take pictures of each other or something like that. I have the number 5, so that could be May. I have a heart, falling in love. Okay. I have the letter J. We have the letter J also, right? I have an M. I have a Q. This is an I. This is a V. They're stuck together. Let's see if I can get them apart. Yep, I have a flower, beautiful flower. I feel like we're going on, I have 2 beautiful flowers, like different kinds of flowers. So maybe this person's very good at bringing you flowers, sending you flowers. I have a perfume. Maybe that's one of the first thing they say is like, I love how you smell, whether it's cologne or perfume, or maybe that's the first thing they notice about you. They love how you smell. I have the letter V. And then for those of you, don't shoot me, don't spam my comments. There could be a baby. It looks like a baby girl in some of your futures. Okay. So I always get people that say, laughing, saying, there's no way I'm having a baby, Kathy. I'm like, I'm not having a baby. But some of you would like to have a baby. For those of you that would like to have a baby, you know, maybe this is what you've been manifesting and you would like to have the person come into your life that you would like to start a family with. So there you go. Actually, Spirit said there's going to be 2 babies. They just pointed to the number 2 to me. So there won't be just 1 baby. There will be 2 babies for you. So let's see what Spirit has. Let's see what else they want you to know today. Don't fear a blank canvas. Use it to turn your life into a masterpiece. Think about where you are today. You have your whole life ahead of you, right? You have this incredible journey. Everything you've done up until this point, whatever has happened in any other past relationship has led you to where you are today. And think of it as, you know, we're ready to kind of open up this whole new world, you know, like the start of something, right? So it is a masterpiece. It's God's master plan. And I think you're going to be shocked at how beautiful God's plan was for you. You know, it's like always so much better than what you thought. You know, you'll say to the person like, I always thought it would be amazing, but it's better than what I thought it would be. You know, that's always nice. Don't allow a scarcity mindset to limit your success. You know, we had that 9 of Swords, which was, you know, I'm afraid that Spirit's not going to bring me what I want, or I'm not going to ever have the things that I always saw myself having. That's a scarcity mindset. So when those thoughts come in, the best way to get rid of those types of fears is literally just throw yourself into a state of gratitude. Do a gratitude list. You know, I have fear of I won't have, right? I have fear I won't meet the right person. So you turn it around and you say a gratitude list of I'm healthy, I'm beautiful, I'm amazing, I'm loving, I'm worthy, I'm deserving, and I'm grateful for all of those things. And then Spirit, you know, those fears are just lifted. So that is kind of like my little trick for people who struggle with fear. Don't stop living your life because of someone else. Okay. Live your life. Even take it one step further. Don't stop living your life that you have today because we're waiting for someone else. Okay. Your life is exactly how it's supposed to be at this moment in time. your friends, your family, your work, how you're growing, how you're learning, whatever is going on, the things that are important to you. Your life is not going to begin when you have someone in your life, okay? So you need to live your life to your fullest, get your vibration very, very high, love yourself first, and then lo and behold, the person who you're supposed to share your life with, comes into your life. But you don't start your life once you meet somebody. That's not how this works. So let's see what else they have. We're going to get some love messages too in a moment. I have a Queen of Cups. There's my loving myself. Good for you. Okay. Just keep loving yourself, knowing that you're attracting love. You're deserving of unconditional love. I have a 10 of Pentacles, building this beautiful family, sense of home, sense of I can have it all with, in the future with someone. I have a King of Swords, somebody who wants it with you, who isn't going to hesitate to let you know that they want to be with you. They see it very crystal clear about what my future is going to be. King of Pentacles, King of Swords. Look at this. This person's going to want to build a life with you. Okay. I mean, this is somebody who thinks clearly. They think things through. They make wise decisions, right? They're pretty secure with themselves. They probably, like I said, have a pretty good career, good head on their shoulders. So this is somebody who isn't going to hesitate to see a future, plan a future, think logically, think things through. This is not a whim, Spirit just said. This is not going to be a whim. Let's get some love messages. What will this person feel for me, Spirit? What will this person feel for me? I've fallen deeply in love with you. This person's going to be very attentive, very, very attentive. When I had that sense of communication, like they're just a really good communicator, this person is going to be, I just think they're going to literally say to you, I just love you with all my soul. I mean, I really feel that way. I think that maybe you're the first person they've ever been this in love with before. Maybe you've opened up their heart and made them realize that, they just can't live without you. You are my true happiness. We're very happy together. We're both happy. We're fulfilled, Spirit just said. Thank you, Spirit. You're the best thing that has ever happened to me. Sometimes it's worth the wait, isn't it? Sometimes not settling, not being in a casual connection just for the sake of being with somebody is worth the wait. I get jealous. This person doesn't want you to be with anybody else once they found you. I don't think you have any reason to make them jealous, but I think they're very good with that one-on-one, right? So I think that they are going to make you their whole life. Okay. They're going to make you their whole life, is how it's coming into me. You make me feel at home. You are my true love. I love that. One more of these, please, Spirit. All right, there you go. I just said a minute ago that, I feel like your person's going to literally say to you, I love you with all my soul, my whole heart and soul. I mean, I just feel that way. So you are definitely ready to walk into a future with your soulmate. So we are going to ask Spirit to bring this to you. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I want you to believe it. I want you to own it. I want you to claim it. I want you to know it's real. I want you to know Spirit wants you to be loved, that you are deserving and you are worthy. And we are going to ask Spirit to bring this to you. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, please consider hitting that like. If you appreciated this reading, consider hitting that subscribe button. If you are returning, thank you from the bottom of my heart always for your love and support. And for anyone that would like to book a private reading with me, you can go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.